Hello everyone, my name is Otono Jay and you're welcome to my YouTube channel. Today I have Chukwunonso. He is a business analyst here in Ontario, Canada. He's going to be telling us some truth about the career path business analyst and why the usefulness of having a business analyst in our companies and how effective a business analyst can be in an institution. So how are you doing today, my man?
I'm very well, thank you, Mr. Jay Otono. It's very pleasant to be on your show today.
All right, man. You're looking good, my man. Good to
Thank
have
you.
you, bro. Good to have you. So
Thank you.
tell us about yourself, man.
Yeah, I'll just give you a brief introduction. Like you know already, my name is Nonso Wanwolo. Um, I've been a business analyst for a couple of years now. I started off my career in the banking sector. I moved to the government sector, moved to IT, and currently I'm in manufacturing. I have a bachelor's degree in banking and finance, and my master's is in management in international accounting and finance, all which has been proved useful to me as a business analyst through the course of
What
my
is it
career.
like being a business analyst? What's a day like? What's a day of a business analyst like? If I wake up in the morning and I'm a business analyst, what are the things I need to do to make my job successful?
Um, First of all, I'll just start with saying that you cannot get everything about being a business analyst from this interview, right? It's basically just going to be, the basics of actually what a business analyst, who I am, or what we actually do, right? It's a very wide topic. And so back to your question, and a day in the life of a business analyst. Before I can tell you about the day in the life of a business analyst, I feel I need to tell you at least what a business analyst is, or who a business analyst is, and what we do as a business analyst. So, in simple terms, I'm just going to say that a business analyst is a person who basically analyzes an organization's domain or an organization and basically documents its business process, everything the company or organization does as a process, documents them or their systems and actually assesses their business models and, with the aim of integrating them with technology. Now, as a business analyst, we help in guiding businesses and improving their processes in every way when it comes to their products, services, software, through the use of data analysis. So, in short, that is basically what we do, what a business analyst is.
Wow.
We just try to understand the business, understand their process, tools and techniques in documenting this process that we can present it to the stakeholders and also improve the process.
Oh,
And
wow.
that is looking to improve their process.
Awesome. Awesome. So as a business analyst, you can work anywhere.
Basically, anywhere
Yeah.
that needs to use technology to
Mm.
upscale their products and services and needs the skills of the business analyst. Yes.
Yeah. Before we started this interview, I remember we were chatting and I asked you a question about when will a company need a business analyst?
Hmm.
Yeah, I ask you, when should a company need a business? Does it mean that no matter how, if I just start up a company like a mom and pop shop, for instance,
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to hire a business analyst, or I have to scale the business to a certain level before I hire a business analyst? So when should I need a business analyst in my company, and why should I need it?
So, in my opinion, it, it depends on the objective of the organization, be it a startup company or a big company. There are some companies who are going big and they don't have business analysts right? They operate probably just with IT managers and all that. It all depends on your objective as an organization and how you want to upscale your business level. Are you trying to expand? You could even also start off, right? For example, like a small company, that is a startup company, right? You might not necessarily need a business analyst, to analyze solutions because you're just starting off. You don't even know where you have a need or where you have a problem or where you need things to change, right? So, in my opinion, it's all about the objective of the organization. You could start right now and say, okay, yes, we want to move so fast and we need technology to move so fast. Now we need a business analyst as we're starting to be able to identify areas that we need to move so fast. It depends on the size of the company. Are you a small company? Are you a medium company? Are you a large company? It all depends on several variables. So
Mm.
it's not tied to one factor.
Okay, cool. Only a difference between a business analyst and a project manager?
Hmm. Yeah, there is a difference between a business analyst and a project manager. So, like I explained, what we do as business analysts is identifying the business process and trying to improve it. Now, what the project manager really does is, managing a project. So I'll say it this way. So a B is everyday work duties can vary considerably, within the current process and managing the current process. What we do basically is identifying the solutions that
Mm.
a company needs in order to move to the next step using technology. Now, we in the process of creating these solutions, right? We create a project,
Mm.
right? So now that we've created a project, the company now needs someone who can now actually manage this project, and move from the implement planning stage of the project to the final stage of the project, which is going live and implementing the project. So as a business analyst, we create the solution
Mm.
start for a project,
Mm.
and the project managers actually manage the project. And
Mm.
sometimes the roles of a business analyst and the project manager can be intertwined in the
Mhm.
sense that the business analyst can also serve as a project manager,
Mhm.
uh, and perform the duties of a project manager with as long as they have acquired their skills. They can take on several certifications and with experience as well. I also, as a business analyst, I've happened to you know work in the category of a project manager, filling for project manager. So yeah, as a business analyst, you could also be a project manager. As a project
Mhm.
manager, you can also be a business analyst. But there's
Oh.
one thing I discovered in business analysis and project management. It's very difficult for a project manager to succeed on a project without a business analyst,
Oh
right?
wow.
So as a project manager, you're a whole lot dependent on business analysts because they create the solutions in most cases, right? So, but you
Oh,
work together as a team, right?
oh,
Yeah. So, and you as a project manager, all you're doing is just executing the project.
oh, wow, wow. Thank you very much. That's a lot of information, man. Thank you.
Yeah,
So, one
you're
more question.
excellent.
Yeah, one more question. I did maybe a management course, for instance, or I
Mhm.
did a science course. I'm an IT
Mhm.
specialist. I did a course in IT in a university,
Mhm.
and I'm trying to be a business analyst. What are the courses I need to take to be a business analyst? Is there any specific courses I need to do, or I just write some exams and I become a business analyst?
So that is a very good question. There are several courses in university.
Mm.
It depends on, you could take undergraduate courses as a business analyst. And if you're already a graduate, you could take master courses as a business analyst. You could take a master's of management in business analysis, right? There are several universities that do programs, affiliation programs with several universities, whereby you could also have a master's in business analysis. Now, as much as I've said that, to become a business analyst, you don't really need to go through the rigors or the four walls of university to become a business analyst.
Really?
Yes,
Wow.
I I didn't study business analysis. I didn't do anything business analysis in school in terms of the name business analysis, but all the training and all the courses that I have taken in terms of my career, studying in banking and also self-learned courses were tailored to business analysis. I learned a lot online. I learned a lot through my career trainings. My previous employers and even current employers have been very, very generous to me. I learned through their resources and, were able to take on several certifications that helped me in my career to become a
Mm,
business analyst rather.
mm,
So there are several courses, there are several certifications that you can take to become a business analyst. You don't basically need to go into the four walls of university. If you
mm,
came out with a management degree, you could start to study as a business analyst. You could,
mm,
practice using the tools. You could go online. There's several resources online, several certifications online, which you could take
mm.
that can aid your journey and career as a business analyst.
There's no way we are going to do this interview without talking about what's going on in our society right now. Of course, we've been
Mm,
affected by the COVID, and a lot of business have been impacted or affected by the COVID-19, and some have been affected negatively. Some has been affected positively. So, would you say the job as a business analyst, or your job as a business analyst, has been affected by COVID-19 positively or negatively? What would you say?
it's been affected both positively and also negatively.
Mm,
And why I say that is because it depends on the sector where you are in while working as a business analyst. So, for example, if during the heat or of the pandemic when it started in March 2020,
mm,
if you were working as a business analyst and probably had a major project in the medical sector, right, where you needed to go in physically to, gather requirements from your stakeholders, it would become a challenge for you to continue that project because we all know that during those times, right, healthcare facilities, um, long-term living facilities were the prohibited entry from even family visitors, not to talk of, staff members. So there was more focus there on, the health and safety about people's lives. So during that period, a lot of people were, because they couldn't continue their projects, right? Either they were laid off or, one thing or the other. However, on the other hand, as a business analyst, it means that you are using technology to solve solutions, right? So as things changed, as things became better, we started to see that we needed technology even much more, right? Everything right now, meetings, most or all meetings these days, happens on, for example, I don't want to use um, a I don't want to use a specific name, but everything goes online, right? If we have virtual meetings, that's what I'm trying to say.
mm,
So as a business analyst, sometimes you have to implement so many solutions for companies to aid them, go virtually as well.
mm.
You have to be there gathering requirements for stakeholders, and make sure that whatever solution you're providing meets the needs of the stakeholders.
Absolutely, absolutely. Thank you very much, my man. You've been very generous and telling us about what we really don't know about business analysts as a career, and some things we may need to know to guide us in making a decision of being a business analyst. It seems that business analyst is a very interesting career path, and listening to you talk about it would make even someone that has never thought about being a business analyst want to jump on the ship and be a business analyst. So thank you very much. You made it look so interesting and so beautiful. So what's your advice now to aspiring business analysts, someone that wants to be a business analyst that are looking for people to really mentor them and guide them in making the right decision uh, as a business analyst or young business analyst now?
Okay, so the advice I would give to anyone who wants to take on the career as a business analyst is first of all, to become a business analyst, right? You have to do a lot of communication. You communicate a whole lot with stakeholders, with your colleagues. So you have to learn your communication skills, verbal communications, how you communicate using emails, documenting whatever you communicate. Another thing is documentation skill, right? Whatever you communicate, however, whatever you gather, you need to be able to document them, while you're gathering requirements. You can never rule hard and smart work out of it. And in terms of hard work, is that you have to go take some certifications. So, or always increase your skills, increase your capabilities, right? The more certifications you take, not just for having it on paper, but for knowledge sake, the more certifications you take, the more capability you have of becoming a successful business analyst. So you have to work tremendously hard. You have to have a knack for asking questions. You have to be very
Mm-hmm.
inquisitive as a business analyst because your plan of as a business analyst is to provide solutions, most especially through the use of technologies. And without being able to ask questions and being inquisitive, you wouldn't know the challenges or the problems that you want to solve or the change you want to bring about in that organization. You have to discuss with users. You have to be able to ask them. Some users don't even really know what they want, right? You're the one who has to extract, this information from them, with your skills as a business analyst. So if you're an undergraduate person, you could take courses in as a business analyst, undergrad. If you already graduated as an undergrad and you want to take on a master's course, you could take on a master's of management course that, has business analyst specialization as well. For me, I started off with banking and finance. Well, that's what I studied in my undergrad. I studied accounting. In my master's, I studied Masters of Management in International Accounting and Finance. However, career-wise, I have been trained and taught as a business analyst, and I've been working. Started my career in 2012 in the banking sector, and right now I'm in the manufacturing sector. So most of my experience or learning as a proper business analyst has been, on the job, self-taught, self-learned. So um, it doesn't really matter what you have as a graduate. For example, right now I'm supporting the finance department in where I work, and I mean my major is finance. So that qualification really aids and helps me, do my job better as a business analyst, supporting the finance department in the organization where I work currently. So yeah, those are the things basically. Educationally, work hard, communicate well. There are a whole lot more things, right? A whole lot more things which we will not be able to cover in this interview or in this presentation.
Okay, great, great, great. Thank you very much, Mr. Nonso. I must say you've been very helpful today and in letting us into what a day in the life of a business analyst is like, and telling us how we can effectively start a career in business analyst and be successful in that career path. So thank you very much, and I know you're a very busy man. You have to the life of a business analyst is it seems to be a very busy one. Am I correct?
Is one that you had requires a lot of planning and time management.
Yeah,
So you have to, plan yourself, manage your time wisely because you're going to be meeting a whole lot of people and you have to work with their schedule and work with their timing. So yes, would I say I'm a very busy man? I'm not hard to reach, Jay. You know that. You can reach me anytime, any day. I would always, find a way to slot something in my
absolutely.
calendar. Right? It's just all about planning. That's all.
Absolutely, absolutely, absolutely. Hopefully, we get to see more of you on this platform, so you can educate us more and tell us what all we need to know in making it having a successful career in business analysis. And for those of us that are young and are trying to grow a career, are trying to look for someone to mentor them, to guide them. All right, so you already know this is the platform for you to come on board and listen, to be educated on the career path to choose. If this is something that you would like to do, if this is something that you think you find interesting, then why not? You just, like Nonso said, you can take some few certifications and try to really groom yourself in the area that you can be out there. He says something about, as a business analyst, you have to have a knack for knowledge. Am I correct?
Yes, knack for knowledge and asking questions.
Asking questions, yeah. So that's my take home here. Knack for knowledge and asking questions. So you should be inquisitive to learn, and you should be teachable too. As a business analyst, you should be flexible and ready to learn and learn and unlearn, because it is an ever evolving world. Things change every day. So for you to be successful, you have to, even in other career paths too, you have to be ready to learn and unlearn. So thank you, Mr. Nonso, for taking the time. I appreciate you stopping by today, and hopefully we get to see you again to give us more talk on the career path business analyst. And I hope that you have success in your future endeavor.
Thank you so much, very much, Jay. And I wish you all the best in your channel as well.
All right, thank you so much, my man. So bye bye now. So please, if you enjoyed this interview, drop a comment in the comment section, like this channel, and share with your friends that wants to be a business analyst. I would see you on our next video. Thank you. Bye bye.
Yeah, peace out.